Welcome back. You're watching The Pulse. Thanks for choosing Newzroom Afrika. Let's check in with your sport, and we start with track and field. The locally based South African athletes chosen to represent the country at the 2023 World Athletics Championships are set to fly out to Budapest this evening. In the last two World Championships, in both Doha 2019 and Oregon 2022, South Africa failed to win a medal. The class of 2023 are set to land in Hungary with a great deal of optimism that they can finally break that duck. Part of the contingent is 200-meter sprinter Luxolo Adams. Newzroom Afrika's Yolulwe Qoshe has more.
The South African athletic side are set to embark on their journey to the 2023 World Championships that will be held at Budapest. One of the people that will be hoping to fly the country's flag high is Luxolo Adams, a 200-meter sprinter. Heading into last year's World Championships, he was the fifth fastest man before they went to Oregon with a personal best time of 19.82 in the 200 meters. He joins me now. Let's have a little conversation. Luxolo, I understand since then you've had your injury problems. How have you been recovering and how have you been going since that particular moment?
Thank you for having me. As you know, having an injury as an athlete, it comes in many forms. You need to have different structures in terms of support, because it's on its own. It's mentally it's a huge challenge, because you have to overcome that before you go back to the track and get tap into the season. So for me, it was quite challenging, but lucky enough, I've got a support structure. People were there for me, people love me, who supported me from the beginning of the injury until now. Now I'm healthy again. Now I'm ready to go and compete amongst the best in the world.
Where have you been competing so far in the season, trying to build up that fitness? Where have you been based? How have the times been? How's the body been feeling? How's the body been reacting to running again and the level that you want to be running at?
To be honest, we started in Italy, in Lucca. We started with 21 seconds. It was a bad race. The body was still shaky. And we took it, and then we looked into small meets. So since then we've built up. We went to Oslo. We ran 20.9, and from there we dropped times significantly to 20.16, which was a Budapest qualifier and Olympic Games next year qualifier. It was tough, to be honest. It was tough because, you know, it's not me. It's the way I was running at the beginning, but we finished on high, which is something that I'm taking in as a positive, in a positive way now, to say that, okay, now I'm going to Budapest, I'm going to World Champs now I have to switch on now again. I was there last year, I've got the experience. Now our goal is not to finish top 8, but to finish on the podium or top 5. That would be that's our goal now going forward.
But how difficult is it having that goal, knowing what you can do? Because you're not the only one that knows. After that time, we had a lot of coverage, not just in South Africa, but the whole world is zoned in on Luxolo Adams after that 19.82. Now, with the people that know that time and will be watching you that don't know that you've had to re-go through a process again and find your fitness, how will you then be able to help them manage the expectations on you, saying, I'm not in that condition now going into this particular tournament?
From me and my coach, we've decided that this season we just let things go on its own. We just keep on trusting God. Like we've started at the beginning of the season, we started on a low, but we finished on a high. So we are quite positive about this season. We've done the work behind the scenes. The body is responding quite well to the programs, and I'm healthy again. So that's what I'm keeping in our hearts, me and my coach and my team. And I've been keeping healthy, and I've also added some other people into my group, like extra physios and doing some other stuff just to keep the body ready for Budapest.
And just lastly, I'm going to have to put you on the spot. What would you say is the targeted time that you want at the World Champs in Budapest?
Definitely a sub-20 again. Sub-20 will definitely get me into the final, and who knows, anything can happen.
Thank you so much. Luxolo Adams is saying anything can happen once he gets to the finals. He's saying if he can get sub-20, then he will have himself a fighting chance to earn South Africa a medal in Budapest, because he thinks that time will be good enough to get him into the finals of the 200 meters. For Newzroom Afrika, channel 405, I am Yolulwe Qoshe in Kempton Park in Ekurhuleni.